Okay, so if you're an investor trying to buy your first property and you're having a hard time getting started, a few pieces of advice for you. Number one, you're probably, if you're like most people, being a little too strict on your criteria. Now, we tell people all the time, know what you're looking for. So I'm not saying go wide and not understand the properties you want. But when it comes to the actual niche you want to be in, duplexes or triplexes in this part of town, in this city, in this price range, maybe you're looking for the deal of the century. Maybe you're trying to find something 100 grand under value and you're just dead set on waiting until that happens. And meanwhile, inflation is eroding your money and rents are going up and values are going up and you're falling behind. So if you get the 100,000 under asking price deal, of course you need to jump on that. But you don't have to hit a home run on every pitch. Singles, doubles, walks, those all get you on base. They get you in the game. They start building wealth. The home run deals tend to find you. You don't always just find them, especially when you're new. Another piece of advice, number two, would be to find yourself a real estate agent that is familiar with the market you're in, that knows values and can see angles that maybe you don't. I recommend getting on the Bigger Pockets agent marketplace and finding an agent recommended by Bigger Pockets that you can vet and see how many deals have they done, what did their other clients say about them, do they understand what I'm looking for. They likely speak the same language as you, which is really important. If you can find an agent who's familiar with the market, you don't have to get as familiar with it yourself. You can rely on their expertise and actually let that agent teach you about the market rather than you learn everything and then go teach them what you want. The third piece I will say is that financing is very important. So understand what loan options are available to you, understand which one would work best for the strategy you're in, and then sort of create a strategy that involves many different types of financing. So maybe for your first deal, you use an FHA loan and you house hack, and then on your next deal, you use delayed financing to get a bird deal. There's different ways that you can put things together to make this make sense. Okay, one of the underrated elements of real estate investing is understanding that financing often makes deals. Now, that doesn't just mean interest rate, though interest rate is obviously important. It can also mean the loan to value, or it can be a creative type of loan that will work for properties that have a lot of opportunity but don't fit within the box of a conventional lender. Now, when I say conventional lending, I'm talking about Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loans. This is usually what you think of when you hear about getting a loan. Low down payments, really good interest rates, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. If you can get one of those, it's usually in your best interest to do so. But what about when you get too many properties like me and you can't use those? What about when your debt to income ratio is too high because you own too much real estate that you're not able to always claim all the income on? There's many situations you're going to run into where you just can't get a loan to get the deal. In those cases, you need to be talking to different creative people. Now, what I used to do is I used to get on Google and Google credit unions in Phoenix and call every single one of them and say, will you give me a loan, and go through that whole dog and pony show. Now what I do is I find a broker who's familiar with different loan products. I say, here's what I need, and I make them go do that. That's one of the things this year that I started, was a brokerage where we are actually doing that for clients. So you come to us, you say, here's what I want, here's what's getting in my way, can you find me something? And then we go do the work of finding the lender that will give you the deal. Then we collect all your information to give to them. Having just one person like that in your corner that is better at this than you are, that has done this before, can do it faster, lets you go to work and make your money while they go to work and find you your deal, can have a big impact in your business and often be the turning point that you were missing.